What else is in this library? Is there more?
There is more. We can go up and see the second floor and see lots and lots of Braille books and some fun tactile images and technology.
Frankie, let's go!
Sounds good.
What do you want to write today? What do you want to say? Are you happy? Are you blue? Maybe green and yellow too. No matter who you are, there's so many words in your heart. So grab a pen and paper, let's start.
Let's Write About Braille is made possible in part with public funds from Creative Learning, a regrant program supported by the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs in partnership with the City Council and administered by LMCC.
Welcome everyone, it's me, Donnie. I'm a white man with a slight beard, kind of wavy, messy hair that's pushed over to the side. Today, I'm wearing my brown glasses and a red, kind of plaid flannel shirt. We're standing in my colorful New York City apartment, and I'm here with my friend Dragon, a small green dragon with dark green wings and gray horns.
Hello, everyone.
Dragon, what's going on? You seem a little blue.
Well, my dear friend Mole was supposed to be visiting today from upstate New York. We had a marvelous plan to go visit the Andrew Heiskell Braille and Talking Book Library. But her train is delayed, and it looks like she won't be able to visit today.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Dragon. I'm sorry Mole couldn't make it. But wait, did you say a Braille library?
Yes. Allow me to elaborate. Mole is blind, so she has to read books a little differently from you and I. She can't read with her eyes, so she uses her hands to read Braille. Raised combinations of dots that make letters and words that she can feel. She's never been to a Braille library, so I thought this would be a wonderful adventure for her and I to take together. Oh, and we were going to meet Frankie there, our author friend from Let's Write About Yes.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool, Dragon. Wow. You know, maybe, since Mole couldn't make it, you could take the camera, like you did when you went and visited Victoria down in Houston. That way Mole and all our other friends watching can kind of go visit the library with you.
Fantastic idea. I'll grab my camera.
Yeah, I think that'd be a wonderful surprise for Mole. Now, while Dragon goes and gets his camera, let's sing hello. We'll sing hello everybody, we're glad you came today, 3 times through. Are you ready? Yeah! Okay, here we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. We're glad you came today. Here we go 2 more times. Hello, everybody. Yeah, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. We're glad you came today. One last time, it's hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. We're glad you came today. Hey, great singing, y'all. All right, have fun at the library with Dragon and Frankie.
Dragon, is the camera ready?
Yes, the camera is ready, Frankie.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, hi Donnie, hi Mole, and hi to all our friends. It's me, Frankie. I'm a white lady with dirty blonde hair and pink glasses. And today, I have a black mask and black t-shirt on with some fun Braille on it. I'm also holding a white and pink cane that helps me get around. It's folded up right now so I can hold it easily. Today, we're at the Andrew Heiskell Braille and Talking Book Library. We're so excited to be here. I can't wait to see what fun things they have and to learn a little bit about Braille. Are you ready, Dragon?
Yes.
I wonder if there's someone who could help us out.
Oh, I believe I see someone over there.
Perfect. Let's go.
Oh, excuse me, could you help us?
Yes, good morning. I'm Jill. I'm a librarian here. Hello everyone, I'm Jill. I am a fat white woman. I have an asymmetrical haircut, and today I'm wearing a teal long sleeve shirt and blue jeans.
It's so nice to meet you, Jill. I'm Frankie, this is Dragon, and we're making a little video for our friends Mole, Donnie, and all of our other friends who watch Let's Write About. Would you be able to help us? We were hoping to take a look around the library.
I would love to show you around.
Awesome.
This is the children's room. This is open to everyone who wants to come visit it. We have a lot of books here, and we also have some special books. We have books for people who like to feel things and who might be reading Braille or learning to read Braille. We have this fun book called Bumpy Rolls Away, and it has lots of bumps in it.
That's so cool. Can I feel it?
Yes, please do.
Whoa, yeah, I feel the bumps. That's so fun. It kind of helps to feel where the steps are in this picture.
That is exactly right. We have other books for people who like to feel different textures, like they're exploring their world. So here's one called Biscuits, Pet, and Play Bedtime.
Oh, it feels so fuzzy and soft. In this picture, there's a puppy, and he has a blanket over him, and I can feel the fuzziness of the blanket. I love it.
I'm so glad. This is one more I want to show you. It's called Animals. And this has words and Braille and embossed images. Embossed means slightly raised, so you can feel the outline.
I can feel it, yeah. I feel the outline of a zebra, and when I touch the zebra himself, he feels a little fuzzy. There's also, I see the words, and now I can feel the Braille on this book too. That's so cool, Jill. Thank you for showing us.
You're welcome. I think it's a fun book too. There's another part I want to show you over here.
Jill, you must tell me about this.
Doesn't it look fun? We have some toys here so that people can play with their other senses like touch and sound. So we have this board against the wall that has bees that move through their lanes and cars that move down a road, and also some noisemakers.
Amazing. May I?
Yes, please do.
Let me try it again. Whoa. Mesmerizing. And these noisemakers, may I try those?
Yes.
Fantastic. Jill, this is so much fun. Why, there are books and toys here. What a place.
I'm so glad you like it, Dragon.
Jill, what else is in this library? Is there more?
There is more. We can go up and see the second floor and see lots and lots of Braille books and some fun tactile images and technology.
I know Mole would love that. Let's go. Frankie, let's go.
Sounds good. Is this the Braille collection?
Yes, Frankie, welcome to the biggest circulating Braille collection that everyone can browse in the whole country. We have so many books for kids and teenagers and adults on everything from science to sports and poetry and their favorite novels. We also have signs up for some of our really fun programming we do here, like this one for a movie club for people who use audio description.
Oh, that's so cool. I use audio description sometimes, and I'm pretty sure our friend Mole does too, right, Dragon?
Yes, she does.
That's awesome. Are there any other special programs you guys are doing now?
Yes, we have one coming up on making your own tactile images and 3D printing. Let's go see that.
Cool.
Incredible. Hello, I'm Dragon. Jill just told me that there are wonderful tactile activities to do in this room.
Hey, welcome. My name's Chancey, and I teach Braille and technology here at the library. So I would love to show you some things about Braille. Does that sound good?
That sounds incredible.
Have you heard of Braille before?
You know, my friend Mole uses Braille, but I'm afraid I don't know very much about it.
Well, it's pretty easy to learn the basics. Braille was developed by a blind high school student named Louis Braille in the 1820s, so it's actually much newer than print. We've come a long way in a short amount of time. And the first thing I want to show you is a jumbo version of the Braille alphabet. So this is kind of like Legos. We can move these tiles around, and this is a great way for people who are blind and sighted to start learning. Want to check it out?
You know, it doesn't taste too good. Maybe it's not meant to be tasted.
Maybe not.
I'll give it back to you.
So Braille is a system of 6 dots, so it's kind of binary, actually. So each dot can either be present or absent. So if you look at one of these blank ones down here at the bottom, top left is dot 1, middle is 2, bottom left is dot 3, and on the right we've got dots 4, then 5, and then 6, and those make up the alphabet. So A is just dot 1, the top left dot all alone. B is dots 1 and 2, C is dots 1 and 4, and so you can learn this whole system. And if you learn A through J, you've also learned the numbers, because if we put a number sign, dots 3, 4, 5, 6, in front of these letters, they become 1, 2, 3, all the way through 0.
Ah, may I try one more time?
Yeah.
No, so to move left to right?
You move left to right, and a lot of people will actually use both hands. They'll use one hand as kind of their main navigating reading hand, and the other one to kind of keep their place. And people can read Braille just as fast as people can read print, if not faster. Would you like to check out some ways that Braille gets written?
Yes, I would love to.
All right, awesome. So I'm just going to show you a slate and stylus. This is how Louis Braille would have written Braille. And it's still how we write Braille when we want something that is quiet and portable and affordable. So it's just like handwriting, basically. You can use any paper. I'm going to use a little bit heavier paper so the Braille lasts a nice long time.
Okay.
And I am going to put the paper in between the 2 layers of the slate. This is my favorite slate. It's a butter yellow slate, and it's from Japan, where Braille's actually smaller, so I get to fit more things on one line, which I love. And I'm going to write your name. Your name starts with a capital sign, a .6, because we always precede a letter with a capital sign. And then I'm going to write D, R, A, G, O, N with my stylus, which is just like a pokey little pen that makes dots. And then I'm going to turn it around, and here is your name.
So you read from left to right.
Left to right. That's correct.
This is beautiful.
It is beautiful. Slates and styluses are super cool because they're affordable and portable and easy, but I'm not gonna lie, they're not the fastest way to read and write Braille. So I am gonna open up the clamps here for our Smart Brailler, and I'm gonna load in this paper, and I'm gonna use the handle on the side to roll it in, just like a typewriter. And I'm gonna go down a couple lines because your name's already up there. And this Smart Brailler is basically a classic Brailler like you might have used since the 1950s, but with modern technology that will tell you what you're writing. So when you're learning, you know right away if you've got it right. So let me set it up. I'm gonna turn on Braille tracking so it will read out loud to us. I'm gonna turn up the volume. There we go. And I'm gonna press some buttons to decide what gets said.
Screen off, screen on, some Braille. Large print.
We're going to make it have large print so you can see the Braille that I'm typing.
Uncontracted Braille.
And I am going to write your name again, and I think it'll get said out loud.
Speech off. Speak letters. Speak words. Speak letters and words.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Capital sign.
Caps.
D.
D. R. A. G. O. N. Dragon.
Incredible!
So that's the Smart Brailler.
Wonderful.
That was really cool. Thank you so much for showing us that, Chancey. Dragon, what did you think?
I'm flabbergasted. It means so much to have my name typed. And now, oh, I wish Mole was here. But you'll see this. Chancy, what sort of activities are there? You know, I think I'm ready now.
Yeah? You ready to check out the next thing?
Yes, please.
So along with Braille, we like to use pictures and maps just like anyone, but blind people can't obviously touch pictures that are just made of ink, so we use raised line drawings, and sometimes those raised line drawings are called tactile graphics. So Dragon, this is one of the tactile graphics I mentioned, and tactile graphics, that's just a word for raised line drawings. And this is a map of the 5 boroughs of New York City.
Ah, yes.
There is a key on the top to tell us what to expect. It says boroughs of NYC, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. And by Manhattan, it says M, because Manhattan is so small and tall and skinny that we can't fit the whole word Manhattan inside.
May I feel?
And to the southeast of Manhattan, we've got Brooklyn. And to the southwest, we've got Staten Island. Bronx up here in the northeast. And there's Queens to the east of Manhattan and just a little bit south. And wow, Queens is such a big borough compared to the others, isn't it? And that's where Brooklyn and Queens are touching. Do you want to check it out?
Yes, please. This is marvelous. Do you have more tactile graphics, Chelsea?
We have so many tactile graphics. Would you like to see the solar system?
Yes, please. I would love nothing more.
Oh, on our way to the solar system, we found an astronaut. So this is an Apollo astronaut. We got this book from NASA. And
The NASA?
The NASA. Yes, NASA cares about tactile graphics too. And we can see his giant boots and his bulky spacesuit and his big helmet with a visor. He's pretty cool.
Incredible.
Looks like it might get hot in that suit. And then we have the solar system. This came from NASA too. So this graphic says our solar system. And these little trails from each planet show the orbit around the sun. So feel that sun in the middle. Yep. And then we've got M. Do you know what the M stands for?
Mercury.
Mercury is correct. And then we've got a V.
Oh, that would be Venus.
That would be Venus. And then E.
Well, that must be Earth.
We are here. This is Earth. And we can see all the other planets of the solar system on this graphic. This is one of my favorites.
There are little bumps for the asteroid belt even.
Yeah, there are little bumps for the asteroid belt. Exactly. Oh, and it says ASTR. You are absolutely right. Good catch.
My friends, the space cacti, would love this, though they sometimes have a hard time making it past the asteroid belt. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Whoa, what is this?
This is a 3D printer. And we use this to make models of 3D objects, and we also use it to make accessibility tools that we might need. So let me show you something that the 3D printer made. Recognize these?
Oh my gosh, it's dice!
It is dice. And if you're blind or low vision, it could be hard to find big accessible dice in the store. So we just make them with the 3D printer.
That is so helpful to know because I personally do have a hard time finding dice that I can use. It's really hard for me to see regular dice, so having tactile dice like this I think would be really helpful. Mole showed me that she had some at one point, but I never knew where she could have gotten them.
Yeah, so anybody that needs to can download this file from the web. It's just called Tactile Dice, and they can come here, or if they have a 3D printer at home, they can use it there, and just print one of these out. And one die takes about 20 minutes, I believe. And I'll take that back.
That's really cool. Thank you so much for showing us that.
So the 3D printer is also really useful when something is too delicate, like this umbrella handle from Mary Poppins. We have the original in our rare books collection, but it's behind glass because it's an antique. And that's no fun for people who are blind. So we made a 3D model using a process called photogrammetry, where we stitch together photos from all kinds of angles, and we use the 3D printer to make this replica. And you can feel all the detailing on the umbrella handle from the Mary Poppins Broadway show. I love their feathers.
Can I feel it?
Absolutely.
Oh, this is so great.
And we-
Dragon, what do you think?
Absolutely ingenious.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Thank you so much.
So let me just point out a couple things about the 3D printer. And again, we make sure that blind and sighted people feel comfortable using this technology on their own. So we teach everyone how to use it without having to look at it. So the main parts are the heated bed. And this is where layer by layer we build up the 3D print, and it gets heated so that the edges don't curl up. This is the hot end, and it gets up to 420 degrees. So we teach blind and sighted people to use good safety and come up to check on it from the top when it's running, and just gently monitor how it's moving around up here, way far away from the hot end. And it moves along this rod from left to right on the x-axis. It moves up and down on the y-axis, on the z-axis, and this bed moves forward and backward on the y-axis. And that's how all the parts move around to create the 3D print. This tube feeds the filament. So you already saw something that the 3D printer made, but everything starts out as this filament. This material gets heated up, gets laid down like a very fancy hot glue gun, layer by layer by layer, and in the end we have one of these beautiful 3D models.
That's so awesome. Wow. Thank you so much for telling us this. I had no idea that this is how it all worked. I'm sure Mole would love hearing about this too. What do you think, Dragon?
She would be so excited.
Yay!
Thank you. This is a Braille display, and this is how I spend most of my day reading and writing Braille. Right now it's connected to my iPhone, but I could connect it to a computer, a Chromebook, a Kindle, any kind of device, or I could use it all on its own just to read a book. So right now I'm going to write you a message, and we're going to hear it from my iPhone, and we're also going to be able to read it on the Braille display.
Oh, Chansey, it's Frankie. I have a question.
Yes, Frankie.
Dragon, do you think we could maybe write a message to Mole?
Why, Mole would absolutely love that.
All right, that's what I'll do.
Maybe we can tell her how much we miss her.
That sounds like a good idea. So let's see what I'm going to write.
D, good. Good morning. Morning, space. Morning, Mole. Mole, we miss you. You. And dash, please. Please come. Come to the library. And library soon.
All right. So it says, "Good morning, Mole. We miss you. Please come to the library soon."
That's astounding. Thank you so much. Mole, we do miss you. We wish you were here. Thank you, Chauncey. Thank you for showing us so many wonderful devices today.
It was so great visiting with you today. Please come back soon.
Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Donnie. We're here in my colorful New York City apartment again, and I have Frankie and Dragon here with me. How was y'all's adventure?
It was so fun. I got some Braille books and a tactile map to bring home too.
Whoa.
And I learned so much about the history of Braille and how it works. I even got a lovely souvenir, my name written in Braille.
Wow. Dragon, that sounds really special. And you two, you both recorded everything for Mole too, right?
We sure did, and I really hope she likes it. I'm gonna ask her if she's interested in going to the audio described movie program at the library with me too. It should be really fun.
That's a really sweet idea, Frankie. Oh, I love that.
Oh, that must be my ride. Dragon, thank you so much for going to the library with me, and thanks to all of you too. I hope you all had fun learning a little bit about Braille with us.
It was an honor and a pleasure.
Well, you know, Frankie, you can come back anytime you'd like. And actually, would you mind staying just a little bit longer to sing goodbye with all of us?
That sounds great.
All right, so just like we sang hello, we'll sing goodbye, everybody. We're glad you came today 3 times through. Are y'all ready to sing? Yeah! All right, here we go. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. We're glad you came today. 2 more times, here we go. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. We're glad you came today. Yeah, last time, here we go. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. We're glad you came today. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you again next time.
Let's Write About is fiscally sponsored by Accessible Festivals, a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to making music and recreation accessible to all abilities. And it's made possible by viewers like you. Head to DonnieWelchPoetry.com to learn more and find out how you can support the show.